And there we go. We're live.
Yay!
Tuesday, March 1st, 2022.
Happy March.
Happy March.
Happy birthday and anniversary month.
Yeah, it's a busy month this month.
Yes, it is.
Last month was a busy month and all kinds of stuff going on.
I know.
So we'll give a minute for people to figure out we're live, and well, they got to get the notice and all that.
We do have one person watching.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
I figured they were waiting on bated breath.
For the bi-weekly excitement that is
Yes.
the Mickey File Podcast live feed.
I know. I think we're pretty excited.
Yeah. So hi, whoever's there.
Yes, hello.
We're going to talk about Main Street, U.S.A. this week.
Yay.
Yeah. Some of the history and little known facts,
Hello, Samantha.
sights and sounds, and all of that. The smells.
Yes.
Thanks to the Spellitizer. Hey, Samantha. So that's what we're going to do.
All right. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, just like when we walk, you walk under that tunnel, it gives a whole.
And there you are.
I know. Our two New York friends are watching.
Hey, how about that?
And we have Uli watching us on YouTube. Man, we're on YouTube. We're famous.
Wow. Well, we got the Northeast covered anyway.
I know. I didn't even know we were on YouTube.
It's that red YouTube logo at the top right of your screen.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Wow.
The smarts are on that side of the table.
So, yeah. Main Street, USA. I left my drink. I will be right back. Go ahead.
Right there. Okay. So we're going to be talking about Main Street, USA. Right when you first walk under the tunnel, going all the way down to the castle. Right?
Yeah. Through the hub.
Through the hub.
You tried. It didn't work.
I know. I mean, we've got nothing on that.
Right. I expected there to be an article about, women wearing podcast shirts getting fight in Magic Kingdom on video. Since apparently that's the new thing.
Yes.
That and just reading edit threads and then writing news articles about them.
And yes, it is awesome. Uli.
Amanda.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oops.
It's funny.
Oh, yeah.
So when you come in to Main Street through the Main Street train station,
underneath Main Street changes.
Well, right. Through it. Hey, Angela. How are you?
Angela?
So now they always do something out there. Poinsettias during Christmas. Now they've got the big 50th celebration sign up there.
Right.
It is always well decorated for what you can expect inside.
Yes.
For sure. One of the interesting things about that photo right there, the first of the famous Main Street windows, and the only one that can be seen from outside of the park, is Walt's railroad office, the Walt Disney World Railroad office, keeping dreams on track. Walter E. Disney, chief engineer.
Yep.
It's the only one that can be seen from outside the park.
Which I think is very cool.
Yeah. And they didn't put it up till like 2001.
Right.
They waited a long time,
They did really wait a long time,
like a long time to do it.
which was very surprising. Hello, Susan.
Yeah. Hey, Susan. This is a photograph of Town Square. You've got, that's where the tours start. Tony's Town Square restaurant there. I think that's where you get your PhotoPass photos if you didn't get them
Correct.
on your Magic Band.
Right.
But one of the things about this picture, if you notice, the sidewalks on Main Street are red,
Mm-hmm.
and that's on purpose for a couple of reasons.
Yes.
One is strictly logistical, that it stands out better on film and pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes other colors, especially greens in nature, more vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
So, Uli, if you're talking about my shirt being kind of new, it's actually not. It's probably like 2 years old.
No, she's talking about the window.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Because
relatively,
Because
it's.
her one before says, "Oh my God, I've never noticed that." So,
I mean, let's face it. When we go through that area, we're kind of in a hurry, right?
yeah.
All of us. But yeah, so the red sidewalks, it makes, greens and even blues stand out a little better on
Mhm.
camera also. But the other is that it's kind of all of Main Street is kind of symbolic, as that Disney is rolling out the red carpet for you coming in.
Yes.
So when you walk in through the train station, you'll notice there are posters for rides, that kind of thing. Those are reminiscent of the coming attractions posters when you go to the movie theater.
Yes.
And then you go on the red carpet, and all the Main Street windows are the credits.
Yes, they are.
So, just like if you were watching a movie and it starts off with who's bringing you the movie,
Mm-hmm.
A Walt Disney production of a whatever,
Yep.
Sean Levy film, because I just watched Free Guy. If you didn't know, I just watched Free Guy.
Yeah. Hello, Facebook user. I need to go give StreamYard your permissions, please.
Right in front of, appropriately enough, Tony's Town Square is, I don't know, this one's just really cool. Lady and the Tramp.
Mm-hmm. And the detail's really neat because you see a little bit of scruff on the top of.
Man,
the
all
top
of
the
these,
Tramp's
they're
head.
really detailed.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Like-
of course, it's Mandy. Hello, Mandy.
Oh, hey, Mandy.
And welcome, Travis. Yeah. Yes, she was being undercover.
That's
She was trolling us. No, just kidding.
need to make sure it says TA, please.
Yeah. Oh.
God, the little things that amuse us all.
I know.
So yeah, we stopped and took a picture here right in front of Tony's Town Square of Lady and the Tramp. I actually have several, Angela. If you need one, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But we went in and grabbed that they are putting in the interactive
Aspect.
speakers,
Mhm.
basically around around all of the 50th Fab 50 statues.
Yes. And
So none of them work yet. But
right. And at Epcot, they actually have a QR code on the ones up there as well.
First of her name. That is awesome.
Oh, that's very good, Mandy. That's great.
And the mother of all IP. That's great. Well, because she threw the Game of Thrones thing in on Disney. So
Yeah. I love it.
yeah, I like it.
Man, I need to copy that down. That's fantastic.
Anyway, back to Town Square.
Yes.
So there's the Town Square, I guess the theater.
Yes.
Um,
It's also where Mickey and I guess it's just Mickey right now. It was Mickey and Tinkerbell.
it was Mickey, Minnie, and Tinkerbell, wasn't it? Just Mickey and
It was
Tinkerbell?
just Mickey and Tinkerbell, but I don't know if she's there. I think it's just Mickey.
Where'd they have Minnie? I thought Minnie was in there too. Weren't they like separate? You walked through too? No?
They have two different rooms.
There was somewhere where you got pictures of both of them in their birthday suits, birthday outfits. I know there was. Back when he was 90, they were 90.
It may have been for his 90th birthday.
Okay, that may have been. On the other side of Main Street, you've got the Chamber of Commerce, basically guest relations, right?
Yes. And when they did have that, you could send your purchases to the front and pick them up there.
Oh, right. Yes, it was. Hey, Dan, how you doing, man?
Oh, see, Mandy is correcting. I knew that they had it at Hollywood Studios because Mickey is in his sorcerer's outfit and Minnie's in her pretty pink dress.
Okay, there we go. I knew I'd seen them both.
Yes.
Because I remember Minnie being afraid of your ears.
Oh, because I have my Maleficent ears on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, City Hall. You know, Mickey's anyway was a suit. So I'm just saying.
But it just, never mind.
I know. So, yeah, on the other side there, next to the Chamber of Commerce, you got City Hall.
Yep.
And the fire department, as well as some bathrooms, by the way.
Yes.
The fire department, now that they've taken out Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, they've put the fire truck back in, number 71. So shocking, they threw a 71 on there.
I know, but I like the fire truck. I think it's very cool.
Oh, it's super, super cool. Apparently, back in that day, they didn't have big fires because
they didn't have big fire trucks.
Because you can't put very many people in there, plus a Dalmatian. I'm just saying.
Right.
One of the coolest things I like to do, just to kill some time when I'm there, is go look at all the patches that everybody gives. And of course, the one I could get closest to, I took a picture of that has a whole bunch of blank spots in it, but the rest of them are full.
Right. But I think they kind of do some trading aspects on those, I thought.
And if you're a fireman, you come and leave your patch.
Right.
That's the trading aspect. So pretty cool there. And then I don't even know what they call this, but where the trolley barn, I guess we'll go with, where they keep the trolley, obviously with the horse. They were getting ready for the Pooh cavalcade there, and it stood like that for a good 20 minutes.
Oh, at least
because we did shopping and came out and it hadn't started yet.
Right. It was probably longer than 20 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, but beautiful horse. And you know, it was weird. I don't know. Nobody really got any closer than these two guys are.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they would have done if you'd come up closer to it either. Probably. Like they weren't like standing guard. You can see, I mean, they're kind of just hanging out.
But the horse did kind of keep moving a little bit. So that way
swaying his head and stomping because he was ready to go.
Yeah, he was ready to go. Yes, Uli, we did say Pooh cavalcade.
There was Pooh on Main Street in a little bit.
There's a little bit of Pooh on Main Street.
Yeah.
Pooh, and then there was additionally Friends on Main Street.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have that in a minute. We'll get there. Some more of the, that's what I think. I mean, we've been out to the stables at Fort Wilderness, and they were totally cool about Pet the Horse. Like, they had no problem with it. So I think it's pretty uncommon that they actually rear up and.
Right. Okay. What's the PC stand for?
I'm not sure. I mean, I have guesses, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'm sure Tony Ann will tell us.
Bill Mitchell did that today too.
Okay.
So
I wasn't paying attention.
It was in a chat deal. So there are windows all over Main Street. A lot of them we don't even pay attention to, but they all actually mean something. And oh, I bet that's it, Susan.
Yep.
Which would totally explain what Bill said then.
Okay.
He said he wanted to put PC because it meant that he thought he knew what he was saying, but really didn't.
Oh, we're permitted to use it as well.
Oh, good. I'm just going to throw that into my signature on my emails too.
Okay.
But the windows, they all have meaning. They're all people who contributed to the Disney Corporation, mostly specifically at Walt Disney World.
Right.
So you've obviously got Walt and Roy, you've got Don Tatum, you've got Bob Foster, you've got Rogie, and all these guys, General Joe Potter, all have windows. And the windows are kind of subtle, kind of like the tombstones at Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So, if somebody's a photographer, they may own a camera store on Main Street or that kind of thing. So,
thanks, Oliver.
Time for Oliver to drink.
Oh, he had his cheese. He has to drink that.
Yeah.
Big dog, loud of noise.
The Main Street Barbershop in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that to reopen.
Yes.
It's so cool. Specializes in first haircuts is what they claim.
Yes.
I want to get my haircut there. We should take Gene there. We have a friend that literally hasn't had a haircut in like 15 years. We should take him there.
Yes. And he'll probably cry just like the little kids do.
He says he hasn't gotten a haircut because he goes to Publix and they're always out. He can't find one anywhere.
He's also really has bad jokes sometimes too.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Then above the barbershop, just to the right, they have the it's one of the music stores that they have. I have to find it now. Sorry. It's this one. It's the sheet music that was right above the.
Mm-hmm.
It's between the barbershop and Emporium.
Right.
And it's just really neat how they have, and then they have the names up here. So it's B. Baker, and then I can't quite read the other one.
G. Bruns.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we didn't really research every name on the Main Street, so we'll tell you about the ones we know about.
Right. Oh, that's very cool, Dan.
That's so cool, man. Like, I wish I was young enough that I could have done that. Well, I mean, I could have done that.
Right.
But I didn't do that. How about that?
Right. And then next to that would be the Emporium. Everyone knows the Emporium, but the windows are just, I love the windows in the Emporium.
Yeah, Uli and I were talking about them a couple weeks ago when we were all there, and they used to be so cool. Now they're kind of mostly merchandise, but it used to be all the way down the Emporium. They were all just scenes from different movies or whatever with, not really animatronics, kind of the dolls like just spinning or whatever. Right. But
now it has, I think it's 5 windows they have.
Yeah, I mean, and the ones they have are still really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a kid, it was like a cool first thing to walk through, and you were, just stop and look at all the windows. Probably annoyed the crap out of my dad, but that's what we did. We stopped and looked at all the windows.
Yes. And when you come around the corner, at least on the same side as the Emporium, one of my favorite things other than the castle to see is, now I got to figure out where I put it, is the clock.
Mm-hmm.
I love that clock. And I love that they painted it, the gold, but I always just have infatuation with that clock.
Yeah. So fact about that clock, if you notice, and it's the same thing on the castle, that is not a Roman numeral 4. Not correct as we do them.
Right.
It should be IV.
Right.
But back in the Middle Ages, when the castle was supposedly built,
Mm-hmm.
that is how they did number 4,
Oh,
was just 4 straight lines. So Disney didn't screw their clocks up. It's on purpose.
oh, very interesting fact. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the link.
Oh, cool. Now,
This
okay.
is why I love our friend Manny.
Yeah.
Window honors. There we go.
Here, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'll go back. Sorry. All right. Then across from the, you want me to stay on the one side of the street? Or I'm going to cross the street. Stand. Okay. And then is the center part. Sorry, I have to go find it here because they're kind of out of order. I apologize. Now that's the main emporium. The emporium part on Main Street. Let me get rid of the comment here so it's easier to see. That's really the main section. It starts to have windows up here. And my favorite part of the emporium is the center over on the left where you go in. Right now it's where the 50th merchandise is, 50th anniversary. But I like it because it's like you're walking into, that big domed area into a store or where a bus station or train station is. It just gives that feel of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I think it's very welcoming.
Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm. Right, then let me get back to the pictures here. Then next to the emporium is your favorite shop because it actually used to be a real magic shop.
Yeah, it used to be.
That's what I said. It used to be a real magic shop.
Yeah.
And the windows above all of this are very, very interesting. A lot of them, like I said, we didn't notice as much previously until Saturday when we were really looking at them. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know there was things on the windows up there because hadn't really noticed. I knew above the other side with more Walt and family.
There's even ones around the emporium that are like kind of in a cutout in a corner. Like
Mhm.
you can't even, you have to go looking for them.
Right. Which I think you have some of those in here that I like here. This is above. This is right next to where the magic shop is.
Right.
So, which is really funny that they have this one open because I know that's where the speaker is, but they had 2 on there, which really surprised me. You'd think they would have moved it or changed where the speaker was.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, but some of them, I mean, you don't like the card, the card walker, the license. I just thought that was really neat.
Yeah, he was the executive vice president and chief operating officer when Walt Disney World opened.
Mm-hmm.
And after Roy died, he became company president, serving under chairman and CEO Don Tatum. So he had a lot to do with here. He pretty much lived in Florida for 4 or 5 years,
Right,
while they were building it.
Mm-hmm. And as I don't know if you have the ones for above the magic shop. Did you get close-ups of above the magic shop?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember what I did on Saturday.
It's a very long weekend for some reason.
The reason that window's open, I mean, I know you kind of talked about it, but they open and close as the parades and stuff come through.
Most of the time, they actually stay open.
Some of them do.
And as the parades come, then the music shifts for each as they pass each point. Then once you come around from the magic shop, then right next to that is Casey's. Actually, I think is that a better one? Casey's. No, Casey's here.
Yeah.
Casey's Corner.
Home of the Slaw Dog.
Slaw Dog, yes. And when we came around the corner of Casey's, well, first of all, there was a piano player going, which is they're very talented, and they'll
Yeah.
even take requests
Right.
as well. So it's very entertaining to listen to them, and they draw a nice little crowd there. But above Casey's, I didn't notice the windows above Casey's because you really have to be almost into the hub,
Right. Looking back at it.
looking back up over the umbrellas in front of Casey's or in back of Casey's to actually even see them. So this one is a hotel, and then there's another set that's an Asian restaurant.
Yeah. Thought that was funny.
I know, but I didn't even notice it until we were looking. Had no idea.
Right.
So, and then I guess we'll go back down the other side. Let's start the other side.
Okay.
So, coming back in from Tony's Town Square, I guess. Gotta find it. We have obviously the confectionery and oops, sorry, wrong one. The confectionery on the corner, and then I know you have the windows above it.
That first picture you put up was also a confectionery.
No, that was the emporium.
Oh. Okay. So apparently they've taken the chapeau out that was next to the confectionery, because the confectionery is huge now. It goes all the way to the back corner to the fence there. I don't know if they took the phone out. The phone used to be a lot of fun to go in and pick it up and like eavesdrop on people talking on the payphone.
Right, because you could hear the conversations that were going on.
Right.
So, and then I know you have the windows above here. This is one of them.
I agree. Like, it's basically a giant M&M store now.
I'll be honest, I have not been in the new confectionery.
I think there's too much Mars, and I think it's honestly kind of too big. Too much candy.
Yeah. The other one was a little small. I think it was just the way the poles were. But I liked, because you had the area that they were making, all of the candy apples and everything. And then you could go pick it, pick your own items. And then there was the grab and go stuff.
Right.
So, all right, there's the Daughtry. And I'm trying to find the other. You have some other close-up pictures up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find them.
Just
all right. Then once you go past the confectionery, then there's used to be the Main Street Cinema.
mm-hmm.
It still has the marquee of Main Street Cinema.
Right.
However, now it's actually housing the Vault merchandise.
Yeah, and it used to be Art of Disney,
right,
and Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing about them are these windows, and the names are just so funny. So it's Pseudonym Real Estate Development Company, and it's got a list of. Oh, this one does not. This is the other one.
Yeah, this one I think is on Center Street.
Right. But this has got Bob Foster's window.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Oh, Bob Price also. The two guys that really were down here negotiating and buying land,
right,
so that we could build Walt Disney World.
Yes. And then we have Uptown Jewelers next to that.
I think it's just a big. Yeah, I totally agree, and we've already got an M&M's store at Disney Springs.
Right.
I liked going in there and being able to get Rice Krispie treats and candy apples, and
you can't do
not candy that I can buy at any store around.
Like I said, I haven't been there, so I wasn't aware of what you can and can't buy, which I know probably bad me, but I have other places to go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my Uptown Jewelers. Yes, I was actually going to bring that up. So we have Uptown Jewelers. Yes, that one was above Uptown Jewelers. Those
Right.
And then next to Uptown Jewelers is the Ariba Brothers Crystal Shop, and an actual crystal guy doing the glass blowing, which is really neat that they still have that.
Yeah. Not really blowing. He was kind of bending it,
I
but
know, but he's still making
yeah, making something,
right.
whatever those swans or whatever are that were in front of him.
Hearts with the swans on it, with the little Mickey and Minnie on it. That
Right.
he's got kind of right here in front of him. So, thank you for clicking that.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out where. I couldn't find that. Right, and
actually, this was the one I was looking for.
yes.
So this is Center Street that we talk
Mhm.
about all the time, somewhere to just go and hang out. Right off the middle there between, well, Uptown Jewelers is on the right
Mm-hmm.
in this picture.
Yes.
So it's between Uptown Jewelers and I guess Arribas Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that is not it. That's it, right? Yeah. So this is really cool. There's some tables and a bench and stuff right underneath them.
Right.
So they've got voice and singing and private lessons there, and there's also a dance class in the windows next door.
Right.
And throughout the day, you'll hear people singing scales or tap dancing, just cool sounds that you've got to go down and kind of make an effort.
And yes, Mandy, the silhouettes are still there. There's still a cart with the silhouettes as well. Right. And if you notice in the picture here, see how the little beige squares are kind of two different tones. One of each of those is a speaker. So you hear the tap dancing, right. You hear the music lessons, you hear the singing lessons. So it's really cute. Mm-hmm. I was gonna put Uli's up here right away. She actually changed it. She goes, "No, it's a glass blower, not an ass blower."
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, the silhouettes are there, and there's always at least one person standing there selling balloons.
Yes.
Right in the way too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, but it's a good spot because they don't have the wind blowing super hard there. So it's a spot they can do it. It's still off of Main Street, but people can still see it on Main Street.
Yeah. Uli, it comes out from under the windows. They don't open or anything.
Right.
And it's not like there's not noise constantly. It's, it plays for, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute, and then it stops for a while, and
right.
Then they come back.
Mm-hmm. And it's a really nice place to go and relax in there. One, it has a nice breeze. It has very pretty. This is actually at the very end of Center Street up at the top. There's a little balcony there. So, and it looks like it's roped off. So they may have people be able to go up in there, but normal people can't go up.
Right. They also clearly used to have a whole bank of payphones back there in that corner.
Yeah.
And an area that looks like it should be a bathroom, but it's not.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, right. They always take you in there,
right.
Kings of the Kingdom. For sure.
But I just like going down there because one, it has a couple of benches in there. It has some tables with an umbrella.
It's not that crowded.
Right. I think the only time I ever saw it crowded was on the 50th.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody was looking for some place to sit.
Right.
It's a good place to go in and relax for a few minutes and have some water.
Right. And it's for the it's over 70% of it's shaded, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for at noon, it's got a lot of shade because it's a pretty narrow road. So just when the sun's directly overhead, it's not. But other than that,
right.
It's got some good shade.
Mm-hmm.
What it doesn't have is a breeze. It's it's a dead end. So
every once in a while it has a breeze,
right?
But not all the time. So, and then next to when you come out of Center Street, then of course is Starbucks, which I don't think we have a picture of because
it's a Starbucks,
right?
If it was a Joffrey's, I'd have taken pictures of it.
And then next to that is the Plaza Restaurant.
It's a good place to set up your potty seat if your kids,
Just
need
when
it.
you're waiting in line, I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really good place for that.
Yeah.
At the Plaza ice cream shop and restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
I know I took a picture of that.
I'm trying to find it.
Sorry, our pictures got out of order because
Yeah.
of the way they were loaded in, apparently.
Apologize. Is that it?
No.
Oh.
Well, there's a picture anyway of the area around
Mhm.
it there. Walt's second window is on the Plaza restaurant. And I know there's a picture of it, but apparently it didn't get here. So he actually is the only person, well, no, one of a few people that have two windows.
Mm-hmm.
But his is the first one, obviously, on the train station, and then the last one going through. So it'd be like he's the director of the producer and director of the movie you're about to see,
Yes.
or the show you're about to see. We'll go with that.
I was looking for it. I apologize. It's hard to see. The
Yeah.
pictures are so little.
Right. So you get up into the hub.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before you get to the hub,
Yes.
so this is cool little fact.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Palace here on this end, kind of down by Casey's.
Right.
It's still very Victorian-ish, the building,
Mm-hmm.
but it actually serves as a transition. So as you go across the building, the architecture actually is going to change. So and the vegetation changes, so that when you get to the bridge that takes you to Adventureland, it's really more of a colonial African jungle kind of vegetation and facade on the building.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually serves as a transition from Main Street USA into Adventureland, which I thought was cool.
And that is very cool.
Oh, have fun, Dan. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Dan. It's very nice.
Looking forward to hearing it.
Yes. Then get to the hub. And I know you took pictures of it. Just can't find it. There it is. Thank you.
So I hear if you I have no firsthand knowledge of this, but I hear if you go on a VIP tour, this is where you get to sit for the fireworks.
Yeah. It was a really nice spot. We got our own little section.
Yeah. And it's a pretty good view of the castle. I can tell you that.
Yep.
It's fake grass, but it's a pretty good view of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be fake. It would be so dead if they had people on it all day, every day.
Yeah. It's like the stuff they put in.
Yeah. And just a really pretty fountain there for you. And then there's Walt and Mickey, the partner statue, the famous partner statue.
Yes. Which you did. You very artistic. You have you're channeling your Jeff Polka.
Oh, I took like 6 of those just to get that picture. Like I just kept moving the phone around going, I know I can get a better one. Go ahead.
And actually what we didn't show, if you want to back in the town square, I guess we'll do it on the way out. I mean, coming backwards. Oh, we're showing. I don't know. I didn't move anything. So, okay. All right. Well, I'm not sure where it's at either, but we did have the picture.
Yeah, there's somewhere is a picture of Roy and Minnie also on their bench up at the front of the park.
Yes.
But it's disappeared.
Yes. All right. So from there, then, from the partner statue looking towards the castle, which of course we have our beautiful castle, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't think I was going to like it, but I do kind of like, I do really like the colors now.
Hmm. I think when it was being done, we really wasn't thrilled because it had the two different colors going on when it was in progress.
Right.
I think that's what it was. And then this was from the side. Um, what are those?
So there's two little covered kind of cubbyhole things. One of them has Gus and the other mouse from Cinderella.
Jacques.
Yeah, Jacques.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know, people have started going into the shade and taking pictures. So I went in the shade and took this picture,
Yes.
just kind of off from the side. It came out cool.
I believe somebody had to capture your moment with three ladies and kids in that
Oh, okay.
area.
It's a good idea. Get out of the sun.
Mm-hmm. And it just gets a nice angle looking up at the castle.
Yeah. And then just another picture of the castle because it's the castle.
It's the castle. You can never have too many pictures of the
While we were there in front of the castle,
Mm-hmm.
we got Pooh on Main Street. Actually, Pooh in the hub.
Yes.
And Eeyore and Tigger and yeah,
Piglet.
being pulled by their horse.
Mm-hmm.
Back also, well, actually, this time they were on Main Street at the train station again, singing while you were in one of the stores. But yeah, the Dapper Dans were there,
Mm-hmm.
and they are super good.
Yes.
So they're not doing like this picture just popping up on the street. They're still keeping them a little bit separated.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't been last couple times we've been there. They haven't been on the trolleys. They've been back up on the train station
Okay.
because they're not doing the characters up there lately.
Right.
So
But they're amazing. So, and the guy on the right in the yellow
yeah,
gold color, he's the main one. He's been around every time
one of the main guys. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super strong lead singer.
Yes, very much so.
And I have a video if it'll load.
Oh, okay. And then, of course, in the town square, we have. I saw it here, but all right, picture like.
Is that the one you want?
Thank you.
So actually, this is not in town square. This is a flag on Main Street.
Okay.
And you'll notice they have flags like on top of all the buildings, all the way down, around.
Mm-hmm.
So by flag code, the United States flag has to come down every night. So they do the big flag retrieval deal at Main Street every evening to obey the law. Well, they don't take these flags down that are on top of the building. And the reason is if you look closely at the blue field with the stars, I believe there are 48 stars on that flag. So it is not technically a United States flag anymore.
Right.
And it also, they didn't want to put 50 stars on all of those flags because that's not how many states there were at the turn of the century U.S.
So this way, these flags do not have to be taken down.
Right. So they can leave them up all night, every night, rain or shine.
Right.
Just silly little fact.
But it's an interesting fact.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then
I can't imagine how long it would take them
to take all of those down.
To do them, yeah.
Because there's I think there's probably at least six on each side of Main Street.
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah.
They're all up and down Main Street.
Yeah. But then they have the flag retreat, the main flag retreat ceremony, and it's always with a veteran or military of active duty.
Yeah. There's got to be a veteran in the park every day.
Yes.
Just has to be.
Yes. Oops. Yes. I love the flag retreat. It's a
really cool ceremony. I've only seen it a couple of times.
And Very humbling.
Yeah. It's, you have to make the effort to be there for it. It's not because it's at the front of the park at, like 5:30 or whatever weird
Right.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. What else do we have here?
I'm looking. Is this the video at the bottom?
If it loaded. Yeah, it's not working. So,
Okay. I don't think we have any others, unless there's any other points we have to bring up.
I don't think so. I think we got it.
I think we did.
Wait a second. If it'll load. I just got a text. This is live up to the minute content.
Yes.
If it'll load.
We are a high class operation here.
I don't know about that, but it's live up to the minute content. That's not wanting to sync. So we'll have to vamp for a minute and see if it'll sync. I can tell you guys about the text I got from my eyeglass place telling me I'm out of contact lenses, even though I'm not.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I got an email telling me the same thing.
Yeah. And you don't even wear contacts. So.
Exactly. No, about your contacts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's probably it because I can't get these pictures to sync.
Yes.
Our internet sucks, but we fired Spectrum today, so it'll get better.
Yeah. We didn't have internet for what, about half an hour?
Yeah, every day.
Well, yeah, but it was more frustrating when we were trying to load stuff. So
Yeah.
That's what
So anyway, we're gonna wrap up for this week. And
oh, thank you, Susan.
that's
very nice.
Susan, I think every time we go, we're spending more time on Main Street, and not
Mhm.
just because Karen's got to stop in every store all the way down.
I've already told you.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we can share our screen.
Forgot about that. Thank you, Tony Ann. That's why you're the sensei.
Instead of just PC, she should have like.
I don't know. I don't know what the 2-letter abbreviation for
like
sensei is.
Expert PC.
All right, I haven't done share screen, so we're gonna have to try this.
See, this is hot. This is breaking news. Oh, so Anne Marie's always shopping too? Like it. Girl after my own heart. That's why Anne Marie and I got along during the tour.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see if this works.
Aww. There was the picture of Roy and Minnie. You just had it up.
Yeah, I had added it. So the thing is, now I don't know how to get that thing off the screen. Whatever.
There it is.
Oh, wait.
I can remove.
There. Okay.
There we go.
See, you learn something every day.
There we go.
Yeah, there's the picture of Roy and Minnie.
Yes.
And it's cropped a little weird because there were literally people standing like 6 inches from me when I took the picture. So I got what I could get. But anyway.
Yeah, and the part that I find entertaining is on Walt's birthday. Every year, people are taking pictures with that, thinking it's Walt.
So the last time we were at Magic Kingdom, just the two of us. So a couple weeks before G3.
Right.
We're walking through Adventureland, and these two girls are talking about how they've got to go by the firehouse. 3 of them. They've got to go by the firehouse because they got to go see Walt's apartment because that's where he lived. He used to spend the night here all the time. And I was like, that's at Disneyland. No, I saw it on Disney Plus. It's here because it's right by Jungle Cruise, and he couldn't sleep at night with all the noise from the Jungle Cruise. Finally, I was like, oh, honey, I was like, he died 6 years before the park even opened. Like he never was in an apartment on Main Street. I'm just saying.
It's amazing how I Met Your Mother falls in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
honey.
Oh, honey. Bless her heart. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up.
Okay.
So the podcast, I actually got out, which I didn't think there was a chance, but I had some extra time today. So I got the podcast out. We talked about the Walt Disney World Railroad because we spent a lot of time over there on Saturday with this.
Yes.
Yeah. And so
you
it
love
is out.
Yes.
Yep. And Tony Ann and Dave and the Disney Crush will be here next week with whatever their topic is.
Yes.
And yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just gotta have a last picture, the castle.
There you go.
Gotta love the castle.
Thanks everybody for
Thank
showing
you.
up, and
Yes.
we'll talk to you later. By the way, we did a very small watch party for Free Guy Saturday, Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. So there were like 4 or 5 of us, but it was pretty cool. And so we're going to work on fixing that technology so we understand it better.
Right.
And we'll be doing that again and more often because it was actually pretty fun being able to watch it with other people and
having us laugh and
having everybody respond at the same time, and whether it was just a laugh or going, oh my god, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
so I think we'll
so we're gonna do that again because it was pretty cool. So all right guys, good night, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.